What the weirdest thing you did while you were high? Got up to leave my bedroom and knocked on the door before opening it to go out. I relate to this calm, polite kind of high. My friend is restless when he's high, so he was standing at the edge of the living room while most of our group was seated. I wanted to sit down too, but I ended up standing behind him because I thought we had to wait in a line to get into the living room. Monsieur and GT, back in college, I got super baked with friends. Like almost non-verbal, tunnel vision stoned. We went to this donut place near campus. I was staring at the counter full of donuts. I felt like I was standing there for like a minute, quietly humming and thinking. Apparently, it was closer to 10 minutes and I was loudly humming the theme song to Jurassic Park over and over again. For some reason, we were listening to it on the drive over and I couldn't stop thinking about it. I laughed my ass off multiple times while eating the donuts after the whole standing, humming like a moron thing I was doing. I was fucked up looking for my hotel in Atlantic City. Somehow got there and woke up the next morning to just hotel being in the search bar of my Spotify. That was my best effort. One time my eye was really dry, so I stopped drinking my water and started slowly pouring water into my eye. All of it while I was sitting on my friend's bed, leaving just a bit so I could still have one gulp. Years ago, before the internet was having a panic attack while high, wanted to connect with the Ask a Nurse hotline, but couldn't remember the number. Kept calling 411 asking him to connect me to 1800 Nurse Me. I started to get random sensations all over my body. The inside of my left thigh was getting really warm and I had to keep checking every few minutes to see I hadn't pissed myself. I've had this. I got really bad anxiety that I'd pissed my pants being Saturday on my friend's chair. I went upstairs to the bathroom to check like 4 times just to be sure. Dude, I thought it was just, I swear every time I get high I think I pissed myself. LMAO. Went to let the dog out and I walked out instead and left my dog inside. A few weeks ago I let my dog out, then promptly shut him in the garage and forgot to go inside with him. Monsieur went to the backyard door instead, went inside and went to bed. For over an hour I was tossing and turning, something just felt off. Bolt up in bed and realize I forgot my deer, bear, stray cat, and livestock chasing sighthound outside in the middle of my rural farm town. I run outside half naked screaming for my dog, thinking he's gonna get shot by an angry farmer or get eaten in a bear fight. After 15 minutes nearly crying, give up and go into the garage to find my sweet boy politely wagging his tail. Lol. Every time I get stoned, I just want to confine myself to the smallest space possible. It's not a fear or anxiety thing. Stoned me genuinely feels more comfortable under a table or bed, or even inside a cardboard box. This one time, if I fits I sit. I remember a while ago I was stoned playing WoW. I was in the middle of Stormwind just holding the W and D key, running in circles for a solid 15 to 20 minutes laughing my ass off. I then somehow thought I discovered a game-changing feature. So I started up a screen recorder and my mic up and talking absolute nonsense that was completely incoherent in the middle of one of my sentences. After I stopped laughing so much I went, hold on. Wait, I think I just thought of something else to try out, and I got quiet and my character stopped running in circles. Suddenly, I held the W and a key and started running in the opposite direction. I instantly started laughing my ass off and did that for another 20 minutes. That would make a hilarious YouTube video. Set my voicemail message to, "I'm so high right now." That's how my entire family learned I smoked weed. I was trying to set my voicemail box up, but gave up. One time years ago I was camping at a campground with my wife and a few friends. We're all sitting around the fire drinking. Her brother and I go for a walk to smoke some joints. We finish that and I have to piss, so he goes back to the group. And when I'm done I head back as well. So I get back and I'm pretty baked at this point, and I'm just standing there watching the fire and drinking my beer for a few minutes. I then noticed a particular Coleman lantern on the picnic table and thought to myself, I don't remember us having one of those here. It was at that point that I realized I was standing at the wrong damned campsite, amongst a bunch of people I have never met, while my group was watching from the next site over, laughing and wondering WTF I was doing. The strangers have a much scarier version of this same exact story. Tomorrow's Askreddit. What was the creepiest thing that happened while you were camping? Made a cup of tea with cold water and proceeded to put the entire concoction into the microwave. When I discovered that the door wouldn't close because the mug was too big, I tipped a bit of water from the mug and tried again. How big was this fucking mug? Went to White Castle to get food for everyone after we smoked. We all had the same order, 2 double cheese sliders and an order of mozzarella sticks. When I gave her my order, I didn't just say that I wanted 8 double cheese sliders in total. I repeated the 2 double cheese sliders and mozzarella sticks 4 times. By the time I got to the end of my order, the cashier sounded so defeated. I still cringe thinking back to that moment, but it's also one of my funniest smoke stories. Eating yogurt with a fork in front of my parents. My dad waited for about 10 minutes to say that a spoon might make it easier. I just imagine a slightly disappointed look on your father's face as he leans against the counter, watching you attempt this and wondering if he should say anything. More of a WTF are you doing look. Back then I was high every day after work, but for some reason my dad always asked me if I was high on those rare moments I came home not being high. Bought fresh fish at the wholesale fish market. When you've been partying all night until dawn, and you see sober people in action, the fish market is really fascinating. When you wake up the next morning afternoon and thirst lets you open the fridge, and you see a load of silvery eels, you cannot really relate to that fascination anymore. Was hotboxing and used my windshield wipers to try and clear the smoke. I just laughed so hard that my 1-year-old is laughing with me now, too. A few years ago I was on shrooms with some friends and we went on a walk to smoke a cig. Every time I took a puff of my cigarette, I was expecting to taste Mountain Dew, and I was disappointed every time that it didn't. I quit smoking cigs a few days after that. Crazy. Mushrooms helped my friend quit smoking too. She was standing there smoking and all of a sudden just held it in front of her face. Went in breathing fucking fire. And never smoked again. Psilocybin helps people quit smoking at really high rates. There's been studies on it. Not to make you feel bad, like your story is insignificant or something. Just wanted to make it known to more people. The more people that can quit smoking, the better. Thumbs up. Just commented this on another Askreddit post, but one time I was leaving California and was really high going through airport security. And when I was taking off my belt, I proceeded to unbutton my pants and almost pulled them down, until I caught myself. TSA agent and I shared a good laugh. Used my phone torch to find my phone in the dark. Did you find? He's still searching my do. It's not that weird, but I get really weird sensations when I'm high. Other people probably get it too, but I just don't know how to describe it. But at one time I was just rubbing my leg a little because I was cold, and my friend was sitting next to me. So then I was like, well, I can feel my hand and I can feel my leg. I wonder if I can feel hers. So I rubbed her leg and was like, wow, I can't feel it, and I didn't really understand why. My friend just laughed at how stupid I was. LMAO. The first time I tried weed I couldn't stop licking my lips, BC they were tingly. The first time I did mushrooms I was obsessing over every touch, BC there were 3 layers to it. The layer where my hand could feel it, the layer where my body could feel it, and the layer where I was seeing it. And the first time I did acid, I spent a solid hour or more, making biscuits with my feet and the blanket on the couch that they were wrapped in. The weed lips thing has gone away now that I smoke regularly, but I haven't done mushrooms or acid a second time yet. I ate mushrooms by myself and some guy dropped off pizza at my house, so I signed for it. Only thing is, I didn't order any pizza. My boyfriend came home and said, "You ordered pizza." It had been sitting on the table for hours. I thought I dreamt it. Whoops. The guy came to the very wrong house, but I did tip him handsomely, so I did the right thing. This should just be a commonplace business idea in Colorado. Take a few extra pizzas around town, knocking on smoky college house doors at closing, getting a decent tip, and they don't even remember they ordered one. One time I came back inside from a back porch smoke, and put my lighter in the sink. My reasoning was, I'll put it in the dishwasher later. For the millionth time, Black David Duchovny. If you're gonna leave it in the sink, at least let it soak. As a dishwasher, this sentence hurt me. I thought that, if I became rich, I'd keep all my money in pennies to prevent people from stealing it. Also once tried roasting a hot dog with no stick, just holding the wiener in my hand over an open flame. It did not